Welcome to today's analysis on Bitcoin, USDT, BTC USDT on the 21st of August 2025. And it's just going to be a very quick one as we look at the possibilities on what we feel that the market will do. But then we're just going to look at our previous analysis here, which was still very much clear. We actually saw an imbalance in the market, which we anticipated and said, okay, this is exactly what the market is going to do. As you can see here, let me get my arrow. As you can see here, the market actually went all the way up to fill this particular zone here, which we have outlined before now. Let's look at the 1 hour chart and see, okay? The 1 hour chart. Let's look at the 2 hour chart will give us a very much clear picture of that, yes. So the market actually went towards that direction here, filled this point all the way from here to here. And we said we anticipated that the market was actually going to come to this zone and give us a massive sell to the downside. And that's exactly what we are still patiently waiting to see, right? That's exactly what we're still patiently waiting to see from the markets. You understand? So if you see here, our fingers are crossed and open. BTC has actually been in an uptrend to this zone here, right? Let's bring this down to this zone here. And after that zone, right, we started seeing it creating lower lows and lower highs as well. And you can see that breaking structures on every side. Now, what is our confirmation that this market is actually going to go down? It was because of its previous, its last form of action, right? That's created a very clear break of structure to the downside. So what this is trying to do is, first of all, to fill up some gaps, try to balance itself and head towards the right direction that we're anticipating it to. And what is that direction is actually to get to this zone, right? See this zone here where we have this particular outline points here, this zone here. This is the point that we are looking at still for the markets to get to. Yes, this will be an interesting point of a buy, right? Because this is a point, most people don't understand why it is also very important for you to wait for a trade. Because when you wait for a trade, let me take this out. Because when you wait for a trade, it gives you good profits, right? First of all, your confidence. Second of all, you've waited for that trade and you're just going to be in that position of just riding that trade right to the upside. So this is an incredible zone that we are going to be waiting for the market. This zone here, this is an incredible zone that we're just going to be waiting for the market to get to. Like we said, we're anticipating this market to come all the way up here and take us down right to this point where it will sweep out these liquidities below here that is being identified with an arrow. Let's put some letters around it too. To sweep out this liquidity here that is being identified with an arrow here. Good. And also this point, which is an OB. This point, which is an OB plus this point, which is an OB, and also this point, which is also a fair value gap within this zone right here. So a fair value gap, right? A fair value gap. So these are the zones that we are patiently waiting for to see a massive buy from the market. And these are around 109,423 thereabouts. So we're just going to see a massive push from the market, right? So we're patiently waiting for the market to do this. And that is what we are waiting for. Parameters are set, right? For the market to come to this zone, pick up this trade and just take us straight down to that point where we can start buying the market to the upside, right? To that point where we can start buying the market to the upside. So once you're able to understand this, you can clearly feel that or have a clear understanding that this market is actually going to give us an interesting point here. So you just need to also patiently understand the fact. Let me increase this. So you just need to patiently understand the fact that, like I always say, the market is 10% buying, 10% selling, and 10% buying, 10% selling, and 80% waiting, right? You just don't want to be among those set of people that can't wait. I can't overemphasize on this. In fact, I will talk about this in every video that we make because it is very important for you to pay attention to the idea of your psychology, which involves patience, right? Many people don't understand that patience in trading is one of the most incredible skill you can have. Most people are just so focused at what is the strategy that I'm going to use? How long did it take you to become a successful trader? Many people ask questions like this, neglecting the most important forms of trading, or should I say, things you should pay attention to, which is actually what the risk management, right? Which is actually the risk management, which is actually money management, very important, and also most importantly, the ability to wait, right? Not being moved by what you feel that the market wants to do, not being moved by being not being moved by missing out on trades, right? You're just passionate about the possibilities of what can happen for you in this market. You understand? You're just passionate about the possibility of what can happen if you can wait. Because if you can wait, like, you see this trade here, for example, where this market got to this imbalance here and did not get to our zone here. Most people can just rush in and enter from this point and go down. Yes, it is good to enter from this point if you see something clear that will make you enter this trade. Like this can be a point of entry for most people, right? And there's a reason to that. There's a knowledge around that, right? Why they sold this, right? But then if this is not your strategy, then you want to focus and wait for your strategy. Even if the market did not get to your entry zone and leaves you, let it be said that you waited for your entry zone and you were patient. Not that you just want to just jump in because you feel that you should just jump in. No, that is a very, very wrong way of trading, and that would make you lose money. Now, it's a surprise to know that this market may not go down from here, but can still go back up, touch the entry zone, right, which has been highlighted already before now, and go all the way down. So patience is very what important. So if you got value watching this video, do subscribe to the channel, do well to like the video, comment if you have a question or contribution. Know fully well that we're here to help you win. And most importantly, also, if you have interest to learn how to trade, do well to reach out to us. We have online classes you can actually be a part of. We also have physical classes. If you're staying in the city where we have our training academy, you can actually be a part of that. And once again, know we're here to help you win. And see you in the next video.